What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of March of the Living. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while longer, and I'm going to jump up on this map, and we are headed towards the east. The next city is a long ways away. We have no shelter, we have no shade, we have nowhere to resupply for a very, very long time, and so we're just going to have to hoof it for now. It is what it is. If we actually, I was going to say, if we make this port without getting attacked, I'll be really, really surprised. He's rocking. Let's get the rifle back out. I don't think we're going to have a choice. And then he's not going to reload it right now. Oh, they're coming from that side, too. How very, very unfortunate. Alright, we'll feed him to the zombies for a second to try and get them to go after him. There we go. He got a hit off. It's not my favorite, but shit, we got problems. Okay, so manage group. We're going to have to go point blank with this one. We're not going to have a choice. We have to go point blank. And then he's got the double barrel, and I think we're once again going to have to lean on our ammo supplies. We may not have a choice. So what I want is for them to group everything up in the middle. And then he's going to run through to the other side. He's going to run through to this side. Just try and keep them grouped up, essentially. And we'll peel off who we can, where we can, in order to make some kind of, like, cumulative gain here at zombie killing. Alright, so you run up to the corner while you get that unlocked. He got the shot off right there, but he missed it, unfortunately. His accuracy is pretty piss poor, so you gotta watch out for that, too. I'm gonna have both characters reload while they move around. And we got a couple of greeny meanies up in there. No, you stop shooting, sir. I don't want you to do that, actually, so just take that. We got the police baton. Why would you use that? That's a terrible item. Here, you go back over here. Alright, you start focusing on killses. Oh, don't body shot. Don't body shot. Oh, I just screwed myself so badly. Drag him back in, and then you get out of the line of fire. I don't know if that even affects anything, but we'll give it a go. That was bad. I wasted a lot of ammo right there. Shoot, I didn't realize he was doing body shots until it was far, far too late. Hey, look, more of them, boss. A woman walks out from behind the cackling man. These parts are run by us now. Don't even think about running. If you do, we'll shoot. She turns to the other men and they ready their guns. You got two choices. You can hand over your bullets and pass through unharmed, or you die right where you stand. I don't have any ammo. A shot is fired and Greg is wounded. Don't lie to us. Alright, well, if that's how you want it to go down, I mean, hey. Let's get the rifle all ready to go. Fire a first shot right there. You, sir, run up on him. Alright, he's out of bullets, so he needs to reload. In the meantime, get him! There you go. That's how we handle bandits right there. You don't mess around with us. We come straight at you, partner. Alright, so we got some rifle bullets, some food rations. I actually was kind of terrified by that fight. I'm not even lying to you right now. I thought we might die for a second. We're going to take the semi-auto. We're going to take the rifle. That sounds great. And so that's more trade fodder for if we ever come across another location where I think we should keep traveling. But I'm trying to find a spot here where we can rest for a bit. Growls are a little bit high, but it's not that long of a trip. I'd rather deal with zombies anyways, so I may just let the growls go high right here, and we just got to get our fatigue back. I'm looking forward to traveling during the day for once, so that would be the best. Let's wake up real quick. We're going to travel for a second or two. I'm going to stop. Sometimes that seems to reset the little metery thing, but... Okay, so a bunch of Zeds on this side. Our one lucky thing here. Oof. Weapon jam at the wrong moment. Oh, you got a hit off. That's not bad. Oh my god, 2 weapon jams in a row. Okay. Well then. Let's go ahead and focus on unjamming that weapon and you get across the map real quick, amigo. It's daytime, so technically he can help out with gunfire, but I'd rather not do it. I'd rather save the bullets for now. Okay. Drag across to over there, and we're just going to kite him out for a little bit. He might get bit right there. The green ones, I don't trust the green ones. The green ones, they do their attack animation a lot quicker than I like to admit, so... Alright, he's in position. There's one. There's another one. Oh, he got bit. Okay, so let's never play around with that again. Yeah, the zombies get weird after, like, the first map. They start getting a lot faster. It's where meleeing is not really even an option anymore. Luckily, we have lots of bullets, so it's not that bad. We got another wallet right there, but I don't think we're going to need a wallet anytime soon. We got a little bit of hunger starting to taper up on us. We got 35 rifle bullets, so this strategy is going to take us pretty far. Like, we need to stay on it. This is the winning strategy for right now. We do have a little bit of damage. Every time I try to melee, a man bartering with another can be seen just as you arrive in a safe area. He seems to be upset about something and is beginning to raise his voice. You walk over to see what's going on. Look, man, you said if I bought this watch, you'd give me some cigarettes, and now you're saying you don't even have any? This is ridiculous. Try to calm him. All right, I'll be back in 2 days, and you got until then, bud. He points at the trader. He walks over to his sleeping bag just behind the trees and begins to rest. Trader turns to you and says, thanks for getting him off my back. Here, have a meal. And so actually, we don't actually get to have a meal, by the way. He doesn't give us a freebie meal. I noticed that the last time I played too. So here we're going to be unloading a bunch of stuff. We have all kinds of trade goods, and none of them are particularly useful to our characters right now. So anything that's just like extra stuff laying around has got to go. He's got a flashlight, which would be great for Barry because he hasn't been doing so good at night. I think it would also be smart for us to go in and buy a whole bunch more bullets if we can afford it. For shotguns, maybe. I mean, pistol still has its benefits. Trying to decide what I could conceivably get rid of for safety here. I think we should take the food ration because there's no telling when we're going to resupply again. I would probably suggest that we go with 6 shotgun shells. A flashlight would be great, don't get me wrong. That'd make Barry a bit better at night. Oh, really? He's got a normal shotgun for 8 credits? It might be worth it to get rid of the D-barrel then and take the normal shotgun, the flashlight, and then a shotgun shell. At which point, I think we're fairly well traded in right now. Yeah. I could trade 2 food rations and get more shotgun shells. We do have a lot of food right now. Basically enough to let us ride till the end of the game, probably. Yeah. Let's do that. And we got 1 credit left over. Our health is not so bad. I could sell the bandage. That'll get us to 4 so I could get 2 more shells and not have credit left over. But instead I'm going to sell a pistol bullet and then I'm going to take the bandage so that we end clean. And then I'm going to have him use a band-aid. Oh, he gave us 3 food rations right there, so that's not bad. Where'd the other bandage go? There it is. So I need that to go on the ground. We'll pass that over to him. Band-aid your face holes, Barry. Bleeding all over the place with your bald ginger self. He bandages himself gingerly. Well, we can rest here for a little bit, and we just got a free meal, so let's go ahead and rest for a couple minutes. Just so before we set off, we got all the meters taken care of. We're having a really, really good run. Like, I've never seen a run go this well, ever, and it might be due to all the patching the game's been doing lately. But I don't know. Things are looking up for us right now. Things are looking very, very up. We've got a long walk in front of us. I didn't feel like that was going to be a 25-kilometer walk. That's decent. That's a reasonably large walk. Definitely would not look forward to it if it was me. Got our flashlights turning on. After a steep climb, you finally reach the top of a hill overlooking a reasonably large village. Constant moans in the air tell you the place is completely infested with rotters, ruining any thoughts of looting it. Those thoughts would have been dashed shortly after regardless, because not even 10 seconds later the village is suddenly engulfed in a mix of flames and sudden intense air pressure, throwing you off your feet, rupturing your eardrums, and causing you severe pain. After a few confusing moments of being unable to move, you finally get back on your feet. The view in front of you has completely changed. What was once a village is now nothing but a smoldering wreck. You suppose it was an improvement of sorts, but you definitely know there's nothing left for you to loot. Barry was injured. I don't like events like that. If the developers end up watching, don't do events like that where the player has no choice. Like, if I have a choice and then I can use items, or I can just pick like a default choice and I get injured, I'll be like, well, that's not my fault for, that's my fault for not pack ratting, or at least there was a chance for me to negate it. But in general, in video games, I don't like events where bad things just happen and there's no chance for you to negate it. And 2 health is a lot. Like, Barry's actually pretty wounded now. Should have sat on that Band-Aid longer. It's equally as disappointing knowing we just had a Band-Aid and I could have offset that. Oh, well. What's done is done, I suppose. Plumes of smoke can be seen coming out of an old truck just down the road. A couple is standing next to the open hood, tinkering with parts. Hey, we don't really know much about cars. You think you could help? You can attempt it. After a few minutes of looking under the hood and tweaking a few things, you tell the couple to try starting the engine. They turn the key and the truck's engine rumbles. Thanks so much. There's something for your trouble, they say, handing you a reward before driving off. Food rations and nails. The nails are useful. I actually haven't seen the nails come up yet in any of my events, but how bad was our resting here? How close were we to getting zombied? I think we were probably pretty close. Let's rest for a bit. We got fatigue penalties right now, and so I'd rather get rid of those. I'd also like to see some kind of healing take place. If you can keep your character fed, I don't know. Like every time you eat, maybe you get 1 health back, but you can only eat like if the meter's past a certain point. So when the meter gets past a certain point, basically, if you eat, you get healed by 1. Because human beings, we do heal somewhat naturally. We all have very, very light Wolverine powers. They're not like the good, like, main brand, you know, Tide healing powers. But they're kind of like off-brand, Sun brand. You see some infected pounding on a car. Before you can do anything to avoid them, they turn and start shambling it towards you. Hooray, but there's only 3, so... You got the rifle out right now? Yeah, go ahead and ping the red one for me if you could, please. And so there it is. Now then, Barry, it's your turn to let your Barry-like magic shine. Although Barry is a little bit wounded right now, which makes me a tad concerned for his safety. But you know what? The reason I'm having Barry do the melee, by the way, in case you're questioning my decisions, the rifleman, Greg, he's got, unfortunately, a fatigue penalty, and I don't want him to take fatigue. Don't get grappled. There we go. Perfect. After you dispatch the infected, you take a look at the car. You notice some movement and realize there's a little boy inside. Upon seeing you, he tries to hide under the seat. You check the doors, but he's locked himself inside. Try to talk to him, I guess. You try to get his attention, but he's too scared to do anything. Seeing nothing else you can really do, you continue on your way. And so as you can tell, we had the option to use a teddy bear right there. The teddy bear is an item that you can pick up just kind of randomly on your travels. So bear that in mind. He needs to have his shotgun equipped, and we need to reload that. How much can he fit in the tube? 6 rounds. Okay, so that's actually like a standard shotgun right there. Good. I was expecting to maybe be able to do like 4 or so, but that works great. Let's keep on moving. There's stuff to get done, and there are travels to be had. Barry and Greg just walking through the forest, shooting at the zombies, trying to duck into some trees. Oodalolly, golly, what an apocalypse. And we have a chance to rest right here that I don't think I'm going to bypass. Let's go ahead and eat some food, and then we are going to rest for a minute. The growl meter wasn't moving at all right there, so if I can buy myself a little bit of time, I would like to have it. Perfecto. It'd be cool if some people had an ability that allowed them to overcharge their fatigue, too. If you ever played Team Fortress 2, or if you played World of Warcraft, sometimes, like, shielding spells have an ability to overcharge you, so that you have, like, extra fatigue. It wouldn't be, like, standard for all characters, but it'd be a cool, like, secondary ability. And there's a lot of fun stuff they could add to the game. After a lengthy forced march that resulted from trying to escape a large group of rotters, you're beat and feel like you need a break. Much to your delight, there's a quaint little cottage nearby that appears to be abandoned. You head towards it, expecting a place to relax. I don't like the wording right there. You open the door and head inside. Everything you see is caked in a thick layer of dust as if it hasn't been touched in months. You wipe down a couch you find in the living room and remove all your gear so you can relax. You take a load off for a little while. After refreshing, you decide that it's time to get back on the road. Gathering your equipment, you return to your journey. Oh, cool. So that was actually kind of like a no harm, no foul type event. You don't see those very often. I usually am a little bit worried about them. Oh, we got some badass zombie quantities coming at us now. Yeah, that meter's moving a bit too readily. I don't like it. Open fire. You, sir, do similarly to this side. We should be able to solve this without too much issue. Okay, good stuff. There's only 2 zombies right there, and what color is that one? That's a black one? Okay, so we should be able to handle him with just the hunting knife. Barry, that's your job. In the meantime, this is going to get hectic. I can tell already. I'm going to screw this up. You can go handle him with the bat real fast. Okay, so that's 1 down. You fall back on this side. Ooh, Barry got his, actually. Okay. Well, then, Barry, stand aside. Actually, Barry, come in and finish this one. You don't have a fatigue penalty, so it's easier for you. And don't get bit again. Your health is kind of bad. I would very much prefer it if you didn't take any further damage. His health is low enough right now to where I'm concerned about gunfights killing him. Without much I can do about it. More growls, but I don't think they're going to give us a second fight. I think they actually nerfed that in a patch. In the middle of the road sits a lone vehicle, a family sedan with more than enough room to hold you and everything you own. Its doors have been left open as if the owners were forced to depart suddenly. You carefully examine the interior back to front and find no evidence of a struggle, nor telltale signs of infection present in the upholstery. Simply abandoned just like that, and the keys are still in the ignition. You turn the keys, and the engine does start briefly before sputtering and dying. Confused, you pop the hood of the car and take a look. Everything looks fine as far as you can tell. Fuel gauge wasn't reading on empty either, so that can't be it. We don't have a choice, so we got to abandon it. Despite your best efforts, you have no idea how to get the car back into working condition. You'll just have to proceed on foot after all. Damn. Alright, so let's keep on trucking. This might be the farthest I've ever made it in the game at this point. I don't think I've ever made 3rd map. Growl meter is looking a tad spastic right now, which has me worried. Yeah, there it goes. We only got 4 zombies right here, so I'm going to go back. I should have reloaded the rifle, I forgot. It's got 3 bullets left. Get the shotgun. Nope, get the rifle. You get the shotgun. There's not a ton of Zeds here. If we can get rid of some of the nastier... Well, actually, we might have to shoot all of these. Oh, you didn't do good right there. You did bad. Get that one, please. You fall back. Oh, really? You missed it point blank, huh? Alright, we'll fall back again. Both of you reload while running around. I love the fact that I can move and reload. It's one of my favorite things ever. I might not be able to get that shot off. Yeah. Let me split everybody up along the road. Everybody reload while we're walking across just to say that we did. He's got no target. Stay on. There's a kill. He might be able to get the green one before it gets any wilder. Nope. No greenie taken out. Okay. This is kind of getting Come on, man. Make the shot. Are you kidding me right now? You were just murdering me at the moment. You just wasted like all of our ammo on one engagement. Yeah, that's bad. I'm going to start trading pistol ammo for shotgun shells the next time we get into town, but for right now, let's stay on the road. Corrals are kind of high. We're going to have a town soon, so we should be alright. You walk down the road, but you eventually stop dead in your tracks before he's a fiercely burning bonfire of corpses, excreting a nauseating stench of death. By your own estimates, the thick black smoke must be visible for miles. Let's get out of there. You're mesmerized by the flames. You pull yourself away and leave the area. Who knows who or what might be lurking nearby. Yeah, that's one of the big things in like survival camps and stuff like that. If you're in a hostile environment, you really don't want to make a fire. Fires, it's nighttime right now. You can see fires from a long, long ways around. And that's trouble with a capital T. We are going to stop right here, and we are going to rest. It may or may not be a good idea, but we're going to do it anyways. We're about to go into town, which basically removes our ability to sleep for a little while. So I'd like to have no fatigue going in. I'm hoping this isn't a special town over here. If this is one of the towns where it's like it's not a scavenging location. It's like a city where there's like an event or whatever. I'm not trying to do that right now. You come across a school with some lights on. Above it flies a sign that has SOS written on it, accompanied by an arrow pointing at the door. The sign must have been up for a while. It's dirty and covered in stains. This could be an ambush. You knock on the door 3 times and nothing happens. You knock 2 more times And this time with more force. The door bursts down and Rotters come charging out. You retreat back to the road and prepare to fight. Are they coming from behind us? I hope not. Alright, you're aiming at the head, right? Let's go ahead and see if we can get rid of some of the yellow ones here. Good. On point with those shots. On point, son. Got his shot game on fleek. No dams given. Alright, sir. You have the knife, so let's go ahead and finish them off real quick. You walk away. Don't get trapped, though. Your health is low. And I would not like for you to get any new nibbles. Perfect. It doesn't look like we get to search the location, so unfortunately we're on our own until we get to town. Still, we got really, really good supplies. How far do we have to go to get to our final destination? Not that far, actually, although right there it says that it'll take us to another location. Huh. To town we go, I guess. And this actually seems like a good opportunity to get ourselves rested, and then also we'll equip the rifle, equip the shotgun. Let me get you reloaded because we may be going into a death zone up here. I'm gonna rest for a minute. Not a long minute, but a minute nonetheless. So there it is. And then we'll travel our way into town. And this will probably be the last thing we accomplish in this episode before I have to break it off until tomorrow's episode. Police station. Pretty decent chance to scavenge. I'm gonna go for it, seeing as we need more ammunition. Ammunition has been a tad on the low side. So we got 11 more rifle bullets. At the bare minimum, that means that I can use Barry to kite around while he takes rifle shots at everybody. So I will accept that. Grocery store also has a good chance, so let's get after it. 5 food rations. At this point, I'll probably start selling them if we get to a new barter station. We start getting rid of them. The hospital's a good plan. I think the hospital is a good call. Let's go for 20 minutes, though. I don't want to get into a fight right now. Nothing there. Drugstore. Let's try the 20 minutes. I'm just trying to get a little healing item or something that I can throw on him. Food rations. Okay, not as good as what I wanted, but it'll deal. Let's go 40 minutes right here. Who knows what we're going to find inside of this place, and we could really use the supplies. We're going to end up in a fight, though, unfortunately. Barry, get that hunting knife out, sir. And I'm going to have you... There we go. That's what I like to see. We got a red Zed right there. I'd like to make that red Zed dead. If you heard what I said. Oh, inside that range, though, he can't fire at it. Okay, so what I need to do, actually, is I need to get Barry aggroed. And if we can make that happen... There we go. Now I got Barry aggroed. Run him right through the middle of the horde. And then we'll allow him to take shots at whatever he can take shots at. Barry, try to keep him inside this optimal range over here. I'm just trying to get my scavenging location back. We might not get it. Is he out of ammo or has he got one shot left? You got one shot left. Make it count, amigo. And there it is. We get a diamond ring, a rusty revolver, food rations, pistol bullets, and a diamond ring. Okay. Not what I was after, but it's trade fodder, so we'll make it happen. We've got more than enough bullets to reload and keep using the rifle, but we're out of scavenging locations, and I'm out of time. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of March of the Living. I look forward to seeing you all in future episodes. It's been a lot of fun so far. I like this one. I do. It's definitely growing on me, as I said. It's a simple little game, but it's a fun little game. If you wanted to get the game for yourself and have some of that simple fun, look down below in the description. I will have all the info for you ready to rock. And I will see you in future episodes. Bye, everybody.